Hey guys, thank you for joining me for this week's reading. I will be working with the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, as well as I will be drawing a card from the Angels, Gods and Goddesses Oracle by Tony Carmen Salerno. So let's start with the tarot and let's see what tarot has to say for this week. So as always, these messages may or may not resonate with you. Just take the messages as it applies to your life and situations. So let me draw 3 cards. And my intention is always whatever is for your highest and best comes through these cards today. Okay, and I always go with it intuitively. All right, so the first card we have is the 5 of Pentacles, okay? The 5 of Pentacles is about feeling left out, feeling neglected, feeling that you are not a part of something, like whatever that is for you. Like if you look at this image, there is a church in the background, and these two, they feel like they have no one to help them, no one to, maybe they're hungry, maybe they're lost, maybe they're confused, and there's just no one to be there for them. Okay, so this can apply to whatever your situation is. Maybe you feel left out in a certain situation. Maybe you feel like you have less than what it takes, okay, to be a part of this group. And what this card is saying is that this help or this church or this institution is there for everyone, if they only allow themselves to be a part of it. How are they viewing the situation? So whatever situation it may be in your life, are you viewing it, how are you viewing it? Are you viewing it from a negative perspective, or are you drawing the lessons from a situation? Now 5 is also a number of conflicts. So what I'm getting is that maybe you are in conflict with whatever this is. Maybe you are in conflict with a person, maybe you are in conflict with a situation, okay? This can be even a job situation where you feel like you are not getting what you deserve, or you are being isolated for some reason. So that is the feeling where I almost feel like I have to do everything myself. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting with this card, is I have to do everything myself, and there is no one for me, and this path which I am walking on seems lonely, seems hard, seems cold, seems difficult. So that's the kind of message I'm getting, but I will look at all the 3 cards and also draw what I'm getting from it together. All right, the second card we have is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a court card, and from the suit of air, and air signs being Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, now this could be your star sign, or this could be someone that you know of, but this Knight of Swords is all about action and movement to me, and not just action, it's like fast action. Okay, now when I look at the first card and I look at the second card, it's almost like you have been in this period of isolation, period of feeling lack, or feeling like, there's a poverty consciousness here. There's a sense of less than with this card. But with this card, it almost changes the scenario. It's like you are taking charge of whatever the situation is. Look at him. He is focused. He is determined. He is all charged up. He has his sword in the air. He knows where he's going, and he's going for it. He's no more in this space, okay? So I feel whatever this is for you, whether this is your past, whether this is your childhood, whether this is your relationships, whatever this is for you, you are like, I no longer want to be in this space of feeling less than. And anything that has made me feel less than good enough, less than worthy of who I am, you are moving yourself out of those situations, taking charge of situations, taking the horse by its reins, basically, just like this image, and charging ahead. Now you may not know exactly where you are charging, like the Knight of Swords, okay? He's so determined and persistent in getting what he wants that he may sometimes not be clear as to how it's going to play out, okay? So you may not have that clarity yet. I like the energy that comes with it. It's very fast-paced, it's very enthusiastic, it's very charged up, moving forward, okay? So that's the kind of feeling I'm getting. It's almost just the opposite of what this card has to offer, okay? And as you can see, they are in two different directions. This guy is heading in this direction, whereas these people are in the opposite direction. So it's like you're moving out of this, whatever this was, whether this was a relationship for you, whether this was a job situation for you, whether this was your childhood, your past, whatever it was, you're coming out of it because you have taken charge of it. You may not know exactly where you're charging, how it's gonna all unfold, but whatever it is, you are taking the bull by its horns. Basically, with this card, that's the feeling I'm getting, and that leads you to none other than forward movement. All right, very interesting. The third card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is a very good card to receive, especially in the upright. This is a major arcana, and the number is 10. So again, it speaks of completion. So what I'm drawing from all this, okay, from what I'm drawing from when I look at all these three cards, okay, is that you went through a period of lack. You went through a difficult period, whether it was your childhood, whether it was your past, whether it was your relationship, whatever it was that always left you feeling like you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you don't deserve this. Whatever it was for you, by you taking charge of it, it's almost like you are changing your own luck. You are changing your own destiny. Okay? You are taking charge of your destiny. You're like, I am not gonna allow this. I am not gonna be in this place of feeling less than good enough, not worthy enough, not having whatever I want in my life. I'm gonna take my destiny in my own hands, and I'm gonna create my destiny, and that's what's happening. And when you do that, when you take charge of your life like the Knight of Swords is doing, then it's like Spirit has no choice but to make things move in alignment for you and create that for you, because you are not, see, this is what I believe. You can either be in this place of life is not working for me and just keep thinking negative thoughts of everything that has not worked for you, because we all go through those situations where things do not work out the way we want them to work out. But then what is that we do out of those situations? Do we just sit in that place and we brood and we complain and we blame and we think negative thoughts? Or like the Knight of Swords, we are charged up and we're like, no matter what has happened, I can create the life that I want for myself, and I am going to change my perspective from a poverty consciousness to that of abundance and attract those blessings into my life. And then you leave no choice to Spirit. You leave no choice for Spirit but to create and get things going. So I feel like whatever was missing in your life is going to move in a positive direction. I really like this reading so far because it's just talking about mindset and changing your mindset to a more in a more positive direction. So let me draw one card from the Angels, God and Goddesses Oracle. Okay. All right. So we have the Angel of Soul Love, okay? And the message is time to look at how you value yourself. Issues of self-love, okay? And guys, that's what I felt with this reading all along is, you know, we have a choice. No, we all go through things in our life, and how is it that you view yourself? How is it that you take each life experience is what matters. And I have found on my journey that the more I have learned to value myself, it was not something that you know, I had to learn actually to learn to see my own self-worth and not define it by how people define it, or you know, or to seek that love and that value outside of myself, but to know that I am worthy because I exist. So that itself is part of the journey and part of the learning. And as you value yourself, you will attract the love. You will attract, like this to me is about finding your soulmate, maybe, you know, that's the kind of feeling I'm also getting. If you are seeking love, and if this is a love situation, then by loving yourself and seeing your own worth in your own eyes, you will attract a vibrational match who will also see that value and worth in you. And it's not something that you have to go outside of yourself, but it just comes to you because you hold that space and you hold that vibration. Okay, and this can apply in so many ways. So this is about, I really feel it's about changing perspective. It's about changing how you view situations, how you view things, and thinking on a from a more positive, you know, taking charge of it in a more positive way, and changing, and in turn you change your own destiny by doing that. Okay, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. I will be seeing you next week. Thank you for watching.